Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. So is it time for a correction in the indices market? The S&P has fell for the third consecutive day, and actually as we open the markets today, we're seeing another bearish candlestick. So are we seeing a slight correction even though we are expected to end the quarter on Friday in the green for all three indices? It has been quite an eventful first 3 months for the S&P, the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones. So will we finally see more of a slide as stock futures have more of a hold on these indices? Will we see more of a come down, especially with the new earnings season about to begin as well as we enter the new quarter? We'll have to wait and see, but it is a slight sign and a signal that all is not well in the indices market, even though we are hitting record after record. Last week it did, the S&P especially closed at another record high, so we'll wait and see if that is going to happen one more time. But on the daily charts, we're just seeing, as I said, a bit of a slide in the S&P. The fourth bearish candlestick in the daily chart, still bouncing off the 20-day moving average. We are seeing this long-term bearish divergence that obviously was going to always happen, especially with price action really starting to move higher and higher. So with that being said, are we in for any shocks in the indices market? As I said, the S&P is sliding slightly. If we look on the Nasdaq, it is a pretty much of a similar story with this long-term bearish divergence in play. And we're just seeing now, after notching up another record high, it didn't close at the record high, but it did hit another record high, the Nasdaq. Since then, we did see a bit of a slide, but it is a bit more elevated than the S&P. With the Dow Jones as well, we're just seeing now, as you can see here on the daily chart, a bit more of a momentum shift. But it is still heightened, it is still elevated, and that is giving a lot of traders food for thought, especially again with these big bearish divergences here. So we're just waiting to see if that's going to come into play, and if there is a correction in store, how big is it going to be? Are we going to really start seeing this momentum shift in the indices? Stock futures will be a big move if we're going to see any kind of reaction, especially with H&M moving over 12% after beating expectations. That's just one company that could actually, one example of a company that could really start for indices in general, because we are seeing quite a big momentum shift at the moment, and obviously sentiment is still heightened. So with the three big indices in America, and obviously with the NFP coming next week, with Fed Chair Jerome Powell's testimony at the end of this week, could we see more of a shake-up in price action? We'll have to wait and see. But as usual, we'll keep you updated with all the comings and goings in the market on our Telegram and YouTube channels. So keep posted, stick with us, stay ahead, and we'll speak again next time. Bye for now.